Hello everybody, happy Saturday. For those of you looking for a property in North or South Carolina, that's what I'm sharing with you today. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a great weekend and your cup is always full of happiness and that glass is full of gratitude. And along with today's episode, I'm going to also show you how I use ChatGPT, because some of you are asking me how I use the program, so I thought what a better time than to show you and render one of these properties. So let's begin right here in North Carolina. This one here is in Macclesfield, North Carolina. It's listed for $90,000, and this is the highest price in today's episode. So this is at 7200 Bridgersville Road, Macclesfield, North Carolina, 27852. So this house is in Edgecome County, where the population is just under 50,000 people. And the real estate tax rate in North Carolina is 0.73%. So this one is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,495 square feet on just shy of a half an acre. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Macclesfield, North Carolina. And it was only been on the market 8 days, built in 1971. So let's check it out and see what we're getting here. So it looks like we have a brick exterior with a shingle roof. Looks like it's a really pretty setting. So there is the enclosed porch on the back of it. Looks like we also have a chain link fence. All right, so here is the kitchen. Nice. A lot of cabinets. Vinyl flooring. Looks like we have a breakfast bar in the kitchen as well. We have a window above our single sink. Nice faucet. We're getting paneling with this house, as we all see. That paneling that we all love, right? So you have an electric range with your range hood over above it. Nice kitchen. And again, this one's in Macclesfield, North Carolina, in Edgecome County on just shy of a half an acre for $90,000. And the real estate tax rate is 0.73%. And in Edgecome County, your median home sales are right around $180,000. So there's plenty of room for equity growth with this house. How's everybody out there doing? Happy weekend, everybody. Happy Saturday. Cheers. Hope there's happiness in your cup. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community. Leave me a comment and let me know where you're viewing from. It's always great to have y'all here, and it's always a beautiful day to view houses, right? And if you haven't checked it out yet, I have another channel, you guys, How Much Vehicle for the Money. So definitely check that out if you're looking to stay out of the auto loan zone, because that's where I show you automobiles with low price and low miles. So we're getting that paneling, and as we've seen in many episodes, paneling can be painted. You can remove it. And it looks like we have a closet here, maybe a little pantry. That is kind of skinny. But again, when you get in there in person, you get the lay of the land. Always have your home inspections. Bring out your general contractors and find out what's going on with this. Beautiful fireplace. Looks like we may need some flooring. Looks like they left you some drywall. Macclesfield, North Carolina. 27852, and the contacts for the listing agencies and the addresses for these houses are always found in the description box below every video. So there we have some carpet and another closet. That may be one of the bedrooms. Your powder blue bedroom. So here is the bathroom. Full bathroom. Looks like that may have laminate flooring. So we have a new countertop and a drop-in sink, but looks like we could use a vanity. Pardon me. You could even paint that vanity and save the vanity and just repaint it. So I'll show you that here in a minute on ChatGPT. This house has a lot of possibilities, you guys. If you're looking in North Carolina, this one's $90,000. And that's the asking price. You're always welcome to make an offer, right? So it looks like we have crank windows in this room here that looks like that enclosed porch. You can always ask how long the home has been vacant. You can call utility companies and get the history on the utility bills. Yeah, definitely need some flooring. And that is what they're going to show us of this property here. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to this bathroom here. So we're going to render this on ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT, you want to open up the ChatGPT window, and it's just chatgpt.com. And again, you can order a or sign up for a subscription. You can also use ChatGPT for free a few times, but if you want the $20 plan, you can pay for that and keep it a month if you don't use it a lot, or if you do use it, keep it. And or you can go as high as $200 a month if you want the pro plan. So what we're going to do here, and you can do this on your own, in a room in your own home. And so if you have a living room that you want to repaint, or you have a bathroom like this that you want to check it out or take a picture of it, and you want to see what it would look like with a new vanity, this is what we're going to do. So you would take a picture of your subject matter. For me, I'm going to take a screenshot of this bathroom right here. Okay, so this will go to my desktop. So we're going to take a picture of this, and we're going to open up ChatGPT right here. And what this is I did ask it to paint the fireplace in this house. So I'll go back to that in just a minute. But what you're going to do, what you're going to see here is this will be your ChatGPT box right here. And it's going to say, what can I do for you? And so let's see here. You can open up a new chat, or you can just hit this plus bar right here. So hit that plus bar, and you want to add a photo. So I just took a photo of that kitchen, which is going to be, or the bathroom. So I'm going to click that bathroom photograph right here. So if you have a bathroom at home and you want to see what it's going to look like with a new paint color, or you want to replace the vanity like I'm going to do here, you'd put a picture of, you take a picture on your phone, and then you would upload it to your laptop or your desktop, and then you click the plus sign here, and you would implement your picture right there. So what we're going to do with this is we are going to describe what we're looking for. And the more detailed, the better, because that will provide you a better end result. And this ChatGPT for $20 a month can be a little finicky. So if it doesn't work the first or the second or third time, you can close out the window and open it back up again. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to keep the vanity or the countertop, and we're going to paint the vanity dark blue. And we're going to keep the flooring, add a new commode. Oops. Add a new commode, and so keep the countertop, paint the vanity dark blue, keep the flooring, and add a new commode. And we're going to paint the walls white. And we're going to go with that. And then you're going to hit this up arrow right here to the right, and we're going to let that run. Now, depending on what time of day it is and how quick or how fast or slow your internet speed is, this can take a few minutes. So while we're waiting for that to render, we're going to go back to the property here, and we'll go back to the house because it's going to take a few minutes. So there again is the bathroom. That's what it currently looks like. There's your powder blue bedroom. So here is the fireplace. So what I did with ChatGPT before is this is what it came out with for our fireplace. So that would be what the room would look like if the fireplace were painted white, painted walls, were painted white, and you added some new hardwood flooring there. So that's what this room would turn out to look like. So you can do the same thing at home. If you have a kitchen and you want to replace an electric range and you want to see what it would look like with a stainless steel gas range with a new range hood, you would just enter those details into the ChatGPT box. You upload a picture of your kitchen and let it render and come out with your end result. So it's pretty user-friendly, but we'll do another one here in a minute with this kitchen, because I'd like to see what this kitchen would look like with a new hardwood flooring or new vinyl flooring. And but this again is the house in 7200 Bridgersville Road in Macclesfield, North Carolina, 27852. And this one again is listed for $90,000, and your real estate tax rate is 0.73%. So let's get some details off of this. Let's take a look at our street view here while ChatGPT is doing its thing. Look how pretty this is. But again, we always research our neighborhoods, right? We got to do diligence, but look how pretty this setting is. Wow. And this is Macclesfield, North Carolina in Edgecome County. Very, very pretty property right there. Okay, so let's see where we are on the map. Edgecome County. So we have, let's see, Oak Grove up to the north and Elm City up to the northwest. We have Old Sparta over here to the east. We have Saratoga down here to the south. And there's where we are, right above Wilbanks. So let's scroll out a little bit. Sharpsburg is up here to the north as well. Raleigh's over here to the west. And yeah, Jamesville's over here to the east. So we're east of Raleigh, North Carolina. So right there we are. Red marks the spot. Let's take a look at our satellite view here. And there is your parcel right there. Nice rectangular parcel. And this is Edgecome County in Macclesfield, North Carolina. So let's go back to our map. Let's take a look at our nearby. We'll go grocery shopping and health and safety and see where our amenities are here. So there's all of your amenities over here to the west. So you're not too terribly far from your amenities. They're not right on top of you by any means, but there it is. So let's go back to the property real quick and let's go back to ChatGPT and see what it's done with our bathroom here. So there is our bathroom. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like current with the new rendering. Isn't that pretty? So this is what you could do at home. So if you have your own bathroom that you want to render, or your kitchen, living room, if you want to just see what your living room would look like with a different color, you just enter the the details in this box under the plus sign, upload a photograph of it, and it will provide you with some rendering details, or rendering results, I should say. Cute bathroom. So let's go back, and then there's an X right here, so you want to X that out. And over on the left side of your ChatGPT is your library, which will show you the projects that you've been working on. So let's go back over to this house for a minute, and let's put the kitchen in. Let's do the kitchen. Let's take a screenshot of this kitchen right here, and I'll show you how to do it one more time. So we're taking a picture of the kitchen. We go back to ChatGPT, and again, you hit this plus arrow right here, and we're going to put the kitchen in here. Oops, sorry about that. All right, so let's put the kitchen in, which is right here. Again, you take a picture of your subject matter, and you upload it to your laptop or your desktop, put it in a file, put it in your photographs, then you hit the plus sign, it will upload the photograph there. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to keep the window in the kitchen. The more detailed, the better. And we're going to, let's see, we're going to keep the cabinets. And we're going to add new ceramic flooring. And we're going to add white, add a white range. We're going to add a white range with a range hood. And so we're keeping the cabinets, we're going to keep the window, and we're going to add new ceramic flooring, and we're going to have a white range instead of that black range with a range hood. And we're going to just keep everything else the same, and then we're going to hit this arrow button right here, and we're going to let that render. And you can be as specific as you like. You can play around with this. It can be a very fun tool to use when you just want to check out and just see what a room would look like, with, basically what I'm trying to say is you can renovate your room however you see fit, is what I'm trying to spit out. I think the coffee's kicking in, you guys. Okay, so again, we're going back to Macclesfield, so let's cancel that out here. So this one's $90,000 on also almost a half an acre, 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,495 square feet. And it says here, explore charm of this sturdy brick 3-bedroom home nestled in the tranquil countryside of Macclesfield. Situated on a spacious lot, it's ideal for those wanting to customize your space and embrace country living. Fantastic chance to invest in homeownership and a dream of your own. And when we look at the history on this one, this was sold for we got to go back. Ooh, this has got some history. It was listed in 2019. Then it was removed, then it was relisted, and then it was sold in May of 2022 for $110,000. Then they listed it in July of 23, then they removed it, and now they've listed it for $90,000, and this house is 54 years old. Might be a great buy for those of you looking in North Carolina, and that house definitely has possibilities. on just shy of a half an acre. Nice property right there. So we're going to wait for ChatGPT to do its thing. Yeah, it's still got a few minutes. So let's go back over to the next property here in Pacolet, South Carolina. This house is $85,000 with a little more than a quarter of an acre. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house at 278 Milliken Street in Pacolet, South Carolina, 29372. So it's been on the market for 8 days, built in 1915. So this is an oldie and a goodie right here. So let's check it out and see how much house we're getting for our money in Pacolet, South Carolina. This is cute. So we have a shingle roof. We have a covered entry here with some nice wrought iron railing. Looks like we're sitting up on a brick foundation. Now in Pacolet, South Carolina, we are in Spartanburg County. Population is around 370,000 people. And your real estate tax rate is a little bit lower in South Carolina, coming in at 0.53%. In North Carolina is 0.73%. And what I mean by the real estate tax rate is that is what the county is going to come and assess your property taxes on, are those real estate tax rates. And they're both coming in lower than the national average, which is 0.99. This is a cute place right here. Pacolet, South Carolina. This has got a lot of possibilities also. Shingle roof, green exterior. Nice treed lot. Wow, look how cute this is. $85,000 house right here. Looks like we could move right in here. So there's your kitchen cabinets. You do have some receptacles on the back wall. You do have some depth between the lower and the upper cabinets. Laminate flooring. There's your pantry space. This is cute. Pacolet, South Carolina, you guys. Spartanburg County. And the median home sales in this area are around $215,000. So another home that's got a lot of equity growth. And there's your electric range. That looks spotless. And again, have those home inspections. Bring out your general contractors. Get down to the fine details. But this looks like a nice house for someone out there looking in South Carolina. Remember to subscribe to the channel, you guys. Hit that notification bell, because that house you're not looking for may be in one of these episodes. Yeah, this is cute. Nice size kitchen. Plenty of room for an island if you wanted some more counter space in there. Vintage door. Wonder if there's a skeleton key to go with that lock. Okay, so here is maybe a living area. Looks like that's hardwood flooring. Who's looking in South Carolina, you guys? $85,000 home to call your own. Nice. There's your fireplace. Closet space. This is really cute. Looks like they've done a little bit of work in here. That might be maybe a gas heater. Definitely check it out in person and get down to the details. Pacolet, South Carolina in Spartanburg County. So this may be one of your bedrooms with nice closet space. Love the hardwood flooring. It looks like they may have painted it. There's another fireplace. That may be the living room right off the kitchen there. I'd like to know if I could maybe have a two-sided fireplace and open that up to the kitchen. That would be very nice. Remember to let me know in the comment section where you guys are viewing from. And definitely check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money. Because that's where I'm showing you automobiles with low miles and low price. And today I uploaded a episode on How Much Vehicle for the Money. And I am showing you a Dodge Neon. That is a 2000 model that only has 20,000 miles on it. It was driven less than 809 miles per year, so definitely check it out. If you're looking for a little four-door sedan that you can carry antique auto insurance on, save yourself some more money, right? So look at this. We're getting our washer and dryer. It's always nice when it's included with the sale. It's one less thing you've got to move in there. Here's our full bathroom. Tub and shower combination. Vinyl flooring. Just add yourself a mirror above your sink. Get ready for the day. Dial yourself up for the weekend. Gotta have some fun, right, you guys? Cheers, everybody. Hope your cup is full of happiness on this beautiful day. So there is your covered porch. Beautiful. I love that wrought iron. This is a really pretty property right here. Looks like a really pretty setting. $85,000 in Pacolet, South Carolina. Nice. Super cute place. And for those of you who have left me a comment stating that you have found a house through one of my episodes, keep those comments coming. I love it. That's what this channel is all about. Sharing information to help you guys out, to find those houses that are affordable, that are not attached to $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 price tag. And this one's $85,000 right here. Sweet little find. So let's get some details. 278 Milliken Street in Pacolet, South Carolina, 29372. Let's take a look at our street view. Cute. We have sidewalks for walkability. That always adds value. Got some nice trees across the street. No neighbor right across the street. Love it. Super cute little place right here. Super cute. 278 Milliken. Let's see where we are on the map. All right. We have a lot of local amenities nearby. And again, we are in Spartanburg County. So we have Clover up here to the northeast, Blacksburg up to the north, and there's Spartanburg right over here to our west. And again, we're in South Carolina, and there's Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're in northern South Carolina. You're not far from Charlotte by any means. And there we are on the map, and here is our satellite view. And there you are with your square parcel right there. Sweet little find. Let's go back to the map and let's look at our nearby grocery, shopping, health and safety, and see what we're coming up with here. So there's some local amenities nearby. And then the further we scroll out, there they are. You're getting a lot more up here to the northwest. 278 Milliken Street in Pacolet, South Carolina, 29372. And it says here, charming bungalow in the heart of Pacolet near all of the riverfront activities, parks, trails, amphitheater, and year-round events. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with a front porch overlooking the beautiful tree-lined Milliken Street. Enjoy access from the sidewalks in the front yard. Nice. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed, and this house is 110 years old. Sweet find for somebody looking in South Carolina right there. Nice. So let's go over to this Bridgersville Road in Macclesfield, North Carolina, and take a look at our room renovation. There it is. How pretty is that, you guys? So they did ChatGPT, switched up the cabinets a little bit, but it still allows you to see what it would look like with those cabinets that are existing in the home, with the stove and the range hood in white and the new flooring. Isn't that pretty? So this is what you could do with your own photographs of your own interior space, or if you found a home here on one of my episodes and you want to see what it would look like rendered with different interior design or exterior design, that's the way you use it. Very fun, very cool, like it. And that one there again is in Bridgersville Road, Bridgersville, pardon me, in Macclesfield, North Carolina. So that's what the kitchen looks like. And that's what it could look like with money and motivation and some ambition, right? Very pretty. So that's how you use ChatGPT. You just hit this plus sign, and you upload your photograph and ask it some details, be as specific as possible, and then it will render your results. And you can paint rooms, you can add appliances as you saw here, you could switch up exteriors, add landscaping and the pop of color that we all love, and let it do its thing. So that again, the next house is Pacolet, South Carolina, 29372. Now we'll go to the third one, and this one is in Danbury, North Carolina, 27016. Now this house is sitting on just shy of 3 acres, you guys, at 2037 Doss Road in Danbury, North Carolina, 27016. It's only been on the market a day, built in 1938. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with 924 square feet. So let's take a look at it and see what we're getting into here. This is very pretty. So let's do this. Let's take a screenshot of the exterior. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to upload this to ChatGPT also, and we're going to give it a fresh coat of paint. So let's see what it does with our exterior here. So we'll put it in as a new photograph. And what we're going to do with this is we are going to keep the structure, and we're going to paint the exterior white and keep the brick on the bottom. And we are going to add colorful landscape. Okay, so we're going to keep the structure. So we're keeping this, it's pretty much almost like it's not quite a Dutch colonial, but it kind of has that vibe to it. We're going to paint the exterior white, keep the brick on the bottom front, and add colorful landscaping and see what it comes up with. Now you could let's add a black metal roof just to see what it's going to look like. And then you hit this up arrow and we'll let that do its thing. Okay, so we're going to go back to this house here and see what we've got. So we have a little staircase leading up to the front door. You've got your dormer on the top there. Looks like it may have a metal roof already. But again, when you're there in person, you get down to the fine details. Under a bunch of shade trees. Now in Danbury, North Carolina, we're in Stokes County. Population is just under 46,000 people. And again, the real estate tax rate in North Carolina is 0.73%. And this house has 2.89 acres of land. So if you're looking for a little farmette, this might suit your needs. And in Stokes County, North Carolina, the median home sales are $290,000. So all 3 of these properties, you have plenty of room for equity growth. This is cute. Wow, look at this. So we're getting some barns and some outbuildings. So if you want to have some livestock, have at it. Danbury, North Carolina, and this is 27016 for the zip code. And again, we're in Stokes County. So there is the foundation to that building there. It's kind of cool how you can walk right under there. Passageway underneath your barn. Nice. Keep some things dry. You want to put your wheelbarrow under there or your lawn equipment. So there is another building there. Put your tractor in there. Okay, so here is one area of the house. So it looks like we're getting hardwood flooring. Now that may be the upstairs, because unfortunately they're not going to show us much of the interior. More reason to go check it out in person. If you're looking in North Carolina, this one is in Stokes County, in Danbury, North Carolina, on just shy of 3 acres. Man, this is a great find for somebody. They're asking $83,000 for this. Never be afraid to make the offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. You may find yourself in a bidding war. You may be able to negotiate the price. You never know until you get involved, right? But this is cute. So we may have a fuel tank on the outside. Love those big trees. Looks like there might be another outbuilding there on the right side of it. Looks like we're getting another outbuilding. Not sure if that's a fuel oil tank. But again, check it out in person. That might have asphalt siding on it. The house itself. Look at that big tree in the front. That is beautiful. Great place for a tree swing. 2.89 acres here in North Carolina, you guys. If any of you are looking for a country property, yeah, it does have another outbuilding. This may have been a working farm at one point in time. So that may be a front porch. That looks like an enclosed porch right on the front of it. It's really too bad they didn't show us more of the interior, but we never know what we're going to get. When they don't show us interior photographs, it may be in rough condition, or maybe somebody was living in it and they just didn't want to show the personal belongings. But there again is another view of the outside. So let's see what ChatGPT came up with. Oh, look at how pretty. So that's what it could look like with a new metal roof, colorful landscaping. They added a little more brick stairs to the front of it. Isn't that pretty? So that's how ChatGPT works. And this is the $20 plan. You can go pro if you want to have a $200 plan. And as I mentioned, you can also use it a few times for free. And it's chatgpt.com. And it provides you renderings of interiors, exteriors. And that gives you a little bit of an idea of how to use it. It's always really fun to play around with it. And that again is the exterior of what it could look like in Danbury, North Carolina. Cute place right there. Great find for somebody that wants some acreage. 2037 Doss Road, 2.89 acres. So let's see if we're getting a street view with this. Yeah, look at that. Wow. So we're way off the road. That is a sweet find. Somebody let me know if you take a look at this. Let me know in the comments. And let's see where we are on the map. We're in Stokes County, North Carolina, 27016. Okay, so we've got Pinto's Grill up to the north. This is northern North Carolina right here, you guys. Right there's the Virginia line. So we're right to the east of Lawsonville and west of Sandy Ridge. Right there, red marks the spot. So this is northern North Carolina, east of Asbury, east of Westfield, and west of Sandy Ridge. So let's take a look at our satellite view here for your 2.89 acres. Wow, look at that. Nice parcel right there. So you've got some water behind you, a little ways behind you as well. Sweet find right here for somebody looking. And let's see our nearby. We'll just go groceries, shopping, and health and safety again and see what we've got. So your amenities are a few right here and down to the south. There you have it. 2037 Doss Road. And that's $83,000 on 2.89 acres. Only been on the market a day. It's hot off the listing press, you guys. And it says here, step back in time, enjoy the charm of this countryside property. It's an older home set on 2.89 acres. The home offers classic character, and it's an excellent opportunity for renovation or restoration to suit it to your needs. And you do have a storage workshop, the barn, and it is great for agricultural use with stalls underneath. Fantastic find right here. And let's see, it was just listed and the house is 87 years old. Wow, any of you looking for property, let me know in the comments if you take a look at this. Danbury, North Carolina, 27016. And that house could look like this with some money and motivation. Cute find. Of course, we don't know what it looks like inside, but all the more reason to go check it out. And that one again is Danbury, North Carolina, 27016 for $83,000. Or we have this one in Pacolet, South Carolina for $85,000 on a quarter of an acre. Or if you're looking in North Carolina in Macclesfield, this house here is on Bridgersville Road on just shy of a half an acre. And that one is $90,000. So that is it for today's episode, you guys. Hope you're all having a great day. It's always great to be with you. Remember to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and definitely share these episodes with those that you know may be looking for a home and they want more affordable options than mortgaging $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, especially you youngsters out there. And definitely check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money, for those of you that want to stay away from the auto loans. And it's always great to be with you guys. Have a great weekend. We will see you in the next episode because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Cheers, everybody.